Welcome back to another Disco Inferno YouTube channel video. Explore the Disco episode. That's right, we're finally back. I finally finished it. Oh boy. It's been a minute since I think it's been over a month now. So hopefully I keep to I'm going to try and put out one of these every week for the rest of the year, which isn't a long time. It's like a month, but I want to reward y'all for waiting. So, and then I think, don't quote me on this, I think I have a special surprise at the last one of this year, but stick around. You never know. So, today we are reviewing Leaders of the New School, the group that consists of Busta Rhymes, Charlie Brown, Dinko D, and Cut Monitor Milo. To start with, let's do the group first. With 2 total albums. No singles, no EPs, literally just 2 albums. It's not hard to pick my favorite one. It's been a minute since I've heard them, but I gotta go with, I don't think this is controversial, I gotta go with A Future Without a Past. I mean, this is the album with such tracks as My Dingling. No, I'm kidding. Excuse me. Homeroom, Case of the PTA. That's like their big hit or whatever. Lunchroom, Sob Story. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. Like, these are, both of them, don't get me wrong, both of them are super entertaining albums. Great listens. If you haven't ever listened to these guys, give it a shot. It's awesome. So I will say A Future Without a Past is my slightly better favorite one, but Time, still good. Time stands for the inner mind's eye, by the way. But as far as the group members go, I've already complained about how extensive Busta Rhymes' music collection is, but as far as the rest of the group, both Charlie Brown and Cut Monitor Milo, I couldn't find any music out there for them specifically on their own, so half the group doesn't have their own music out there. As far as let's go to Dinko D next, because Busta Rhymes is going to be a conversation and a half. Dinko D has 1 album, 1 EP, and 1 single, so I could technically say that the EP is basically just 2 singles, though. I gotta say, favorite single song, I think, is Ready for Dis, which also has Charlie Brown on it. And it's just a good track. As far as the album goes, it's a change for sure, but I vibed with it. I think it was good. Fortunately, he hasn't dropped music since 2018, so it doesn't look like he's going to come back, but if he does, I mean, I'd be stoked for it. Now, let's talk Busta Rhymes. So, for those who might not know, Busta Rhymes is one of those people that I wouldn't say got me into rap, but when I was getting into it, listening to his feature verses on other people's tracks really showed me what a great rapper could be. And you know what? I'm going to say it. He's amazing. I don't think he gets nearly enough love. He's really done his thing. That being said, I gotta pick favorites. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 different albums here. And I think one of the ones I counted was a best of compilation album. So 12, 13, somewhere in there. I loved the old stuff. There was a lot of like, this album is like the end of the world for his first few albums, and I actually really liked that. I just want to call out a couple tracks here as from some of the earlier albums, because, little spoiler alert, my favorite one is a little bit newer. A little bit. I mean, there is... Okay. One of the first songs that I was like, holy shit, he did his thing here. It's actually on his third album. I enjoyed the first two, but the third one, Extinction Level Event, The Final World Front, the second to last track, because the last one is the outro, the second to last track is Busta Rhymes rapping over the song Iron Man by Ozzy Osbourne. It's titled This Means War, and it's literally like, he'll rap, and then the chorus is and as far as I know, there's original Ozzy Osbourne vocals on top too. Maybe not. Don't quote me on that. But I heard that song and I was like, this is one of my favorites right off the bat. In that same sort of vein, I mean, his next album, great, Anarchy, great album too. Make Noise with Lenny Kravitz? Like, what was Busta Rhymes doing? He has features from Ozzy Osbourne and Janet Jackson on the same record about the world's extinction. Like, that doesn't feel like, on this album he's got DMX and Jay-Z on the song after, not the song after the Lenny Kravitz feature, there's a song in between them, right? Yeah, it goes from Make Noise with Lenny Kravitz to Ready for War with M.O.P. and then Why We Die with DMX and Jay-Z, which, by the way, also a great song. Both DMX and Jay-Z delivered. Another one I want to point out is The Heist. It's got Ghostface Killah, Raekwon, The Chef, and Rock Marciano on it. Of course, there's also many, many great songs off of all these projects. Gotta shout out Genesis. This is the song where, if you know a Busta Rhymes song, you know this song off of Genesis, Break Your Neck. I mean, that's like the Busta Rhymes song. But also, I mean, I don't want to give this guy a shout out, but Pass the Courvoisier with P. Diddy. Keep him locked up, please. But they kind of cooked on that tune. they're all such good albums. I accidentally clicked a song, so I was a little worried. There's, on his next album, It Ain't Safe No More, there's a Mariah Carey feature. Like, what is Mariah Carey doing with Busta Rhymes? But, whatever. Great album, too. The Big Bang, great album. He's got a Stevie Wonder, Rick James features on this one. Like, what are Will.i.am? What is Will.i.am doing on the same album as Nas? You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes really has his connections, and he uses them in ways that are excellent. He knows where to put people, and he knows what he wants it to sound like. And I think that's one of my favorite parts about his albums. Let's get down to, because I could keep shouting out songs off of all the albums over and over again. Let's get down to my favorite. Of course, when I talked about A Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip did a collab album with Busta Rhymes, The Abstract Dragon, which still a great listen, because I did re-listen to it. Still a great listen. He's even dropped a couple other Dragon Season things. My favorite album is actually Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God. And I did listen to the Reloaded version, which is the deluxe. It adds a couple tracks. But I had so much fun listening to this album that it's just that I knew it was my favorite after I heard it. He's got features from, this is a more modern album, 2020. What a great year for the Extinction Level Event tape to drop. But like, he's got narration comedy bits from Chris Rock of all people. Awesome. He's got features from old legends like Rakim, M.O.P., Old Dirty Bastard, Q-Tip, just to name a few, right? But then he's got features from some of the newer people. Like he's got features from Rick Ross, Anderson .Paak, Mariah Carey again, Kendrick Lamar. There's an Eminem track too, which they both absolutely destroyed. Also only on the deluxe, by the way. It's titled Calm Down. But there's a track featuring Belle Biv DeVoe. Do you even know who that is? That's what I'm saying. So, in interest of not making this video drag on forever, that's my favorite album right there. He's dropped a couple albums since that one. I don't know. That one's just my favorite. As far as singles go, excuse me, there's so many good ones. I did really like the fresh change of pace listening to I'm On 4.0. It's not by Busta Rhymes, but he has a part in it, and it was fun to hear like a lot of other voices. But I think I'm gonna have to say, I did like Luxury Life with Quilla Ray. I know people didn't particularly like that one, but I did. I liked it. You know which one I did like, actually? It's Don't Give Up, Heaven Edit, featuring Sia. So she does the choruses. It's by this guy named Sam I, who I do not know. But I saw the cover art for this one, and I was like, I've heard this one before. Why do I recognize this one? It's got Busta Rhymes on it, but it's also got Vic Mensa, which was one of my way back. I did Vic Mensa for this series. I want to say it's like earlier than 15. Like, it was a reach back. It might have even been one of my first ones. So that's where I recognized it from. So I listened to it again, and I did still really like it. But there's also ETA, which is a Dr. Dre track, Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, and Anderson .Paak again. Like, wow. Busta and Anderson .Paak have linked up more times than I thought they would. But, I mean, gotta give a shout out. My favorite track from the singles gotta be Egomaniacs. Ice Cube has a song called, like, That's My Ego or something that I've heard before, right? And I was like, wow, that's a cool song. Egomaniacs. They took the Ice Cube song. Busta Rhymes put down a verse. Killer Mike put down a verse. And I think Ice Cube still has a verse too. It's just a new way to listen to the song, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to call that my favorite single. And with that being said, there we go. Leaders of the New School, Cut Monitor Milo, Dinko D, Charlie Brown, rest in peace, and Busta Rhymes. Wow. Truly another revolutionary listen. But I think it's time. I forgot to pull it up. Hold on. I think it's time we get a new artist in here, huh? Nope. Give me uno minuto. Add list. Okay. There we go. I got the wheel. So now we can boop. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Sorry about that. I forgot that I forgot about the second part of this video. So, how about we give this wheel a spin, huh? I don't think you can hear this, but I never noticed how groovy the Wheels soundtrack was. It's like bow now, wow now. Whatever. Let's get this over with, shall we? Spin that wheel, wee. Oh no. All right. I will for sure do that. Okay. So if you're wondering as to why I seem disappointed, here is why. I don't have personal beef with him, but Kodak is one of my... Whenever I hear him on a song, I just kind of go, oh, why does it have to be Kodak? Stop singing to me. What is singing to me? Something is singing to me right now. The wheel is still singing to me. What in the... Sorry. I just heard the groovy tune again mid-conversation. But Kodak Black is one of my least favorite artists to listen to. And I wish I could say some nice things about him. He has good songs here and there. I just don't particularly enjoy the way he raps and like his like tone of voice and like the I think a lot of it is the like, I'm Kodak, yeah. Like, you have no idea what I just said. I just said I'm Kodak. Maybe you could pick that up, maybe you couldn't. I think that mixed with like his voice tone, and there's a few different reasons. But like, I'm of the camp that Drowning by A Boogie would have been a better song if Kodak wasn't on it. And you'll find out another instance of a better song. I think maybe I'll drop that video next, but sooner than a week. So I'm going to take a week, listen to Kodak, but you're going to see another video before the week is over about a certain thing that I don't want to spoil quite yet, but it might perhaps be my most controversial video yet, which is not great judging by the fact that I have an album on the way. Oh, sorry, I peeked it there, but album on the way. So anyway, here's my controversial opinions. Speaking of the album on the way, not only is the album on the way, but there will be a special little something coming out. At this point, it's actually already come out. So you should go listen to Thanksgiving Song 2020. I dropped a single in anticipation of the lead up to the album. And the reason it's called Thanksgiving 2020, right, is because we actually wrote the lyrics in 2020. So 5 years ago. Can you believe that? We wrote the lyrics for that in 2020, and we came back to it and made it a song in 2025. I'm excited about it. It's a nice, goofy tune, so I hope y'all enjoy it. But with all that being said, to kind of shorten up this video a little bit, cut it off before I start rambling like a crazy man, I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for patiently waiting for this video to come out. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Yeah. Peace, love, have fun reading a book. You should do that. Read a book. And keep on burning up that dance floor.